Daddy born poor, mama was too. Walking through the snow, plastic bags on their shoes. Papa selling houses, sleeping in a car. 4 babies in the backseat, underneath the stars. Well, hey, hey, just work a little harder. Hey, hey, punching that clock with work and prayer and a little bit of luck. Make so much money, need a 10-ton truck. Ha, 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 ha.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. It is Thursday, October 12th, 2023. So glad you could join me this morning here at Forex Smart Trade. Our mission is to help you become the best version of yourself financially and emotionally in all phases of your life. And we do that by teaching you how to successfully currency trade. We are so confident that we can do that with our proprietary trading indicators that we will let you trade with company funds and split what you make. So with that, let's jump in and take a look at what we've got going this morning. We first need to listen to this guy. And oops, what happened? We need to listen to this guy.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
One of the great things about the program is that we do these live trade sessions. I do 3 a week, one on Tuesday and Thursday morning at this time, and also Monday afternoon at 3:30 Eastern time. And every day I send out a daily trade setup where I am using one of our dozen strategies to take an overnight trade, and so that you can evaluate for yourself how well the indicators perform once you've been taught how to read them. When you're in the program, one of our secret sauces is that the continuous training that we are constantly going over the trade strategies to help you continue to improve. We do live trades every morning at 10 a.m. and then again every evening at 10 p.m. And then on Wednesday evening, we do an advanced member meeting, and every Saturday morning back to the basics, where we are reviewing various trade strategies and taking questions so that you can have your game at top level. I work off of a little checklist that helps me stay focused and make sure I don't miss anything. Good habit every day is to restart green chart, make sure clears out the memory, and make sure as you pick up any updates. At the end of every day, it is good to review the trades of the day. Last night we took a trade on the Euro US. We took a trade on the pound yen, and it just missed the take profit. Had I been awake, I probably would have pulled up my stop loss to the entry point, so we would have just broken even. But now we are out of the money. This trade should have closed by now. So since it hasn't, what I like to do is take a look at where we're at and decide if we should just manually close it. I don't want to wait for it to hit the take profit. Oh, excuse me, the stop loss. And right now on the 1 hour chart, we had a little bit of an up. It is starting to go sideways. We're down on the 2 hour, down on the 4 hour, down on the 8 hour, down on the 12 hour, and down on the day. So I'm going to recommend that we just go ahead and close this. We're going to just go ahead and close it at a loss. So let's do that. So I will just right click, close order, and we didn't get that one. As I said, that trade that I take, the overnight trade, that's the end of my day. And generally, I'm not looking at the charts. Every once in a while, before I go to bed, I will take a look and see where things are at. But once I put that trade in, I don't look at it till I get up in the morning. So had I seen that it had gone positive, I would have. My general strategy is to pull up the stop loss so that we wouldn't have lost. But I would go ahead and close that now, and we'll look for a new trade this morning. The strategy I use during the day, I trade with a couple different strategies. The strategy I use during the day. Oh, actually, we didn't finish our list here. So that's why I need the list, because I forget things. We are technical traders. We are trading based on the price action, and our indicators are very good at helping us figure out what direction the market's going in. But news also impacts currency prices. So we want to know what that news is so we can trade around it. We get where that news is by going to forexfactory.com. Forexfactory.com breaks news down into three categories. Yellow, which is low impact. I don't worry about those. Orange, which is medium impact. I don't worry about those. Some people consider these. And red, which is high impact. These I do worry about. And I do not want to have open trades when these news events are coming up, because I don't know how these news events are going to impact the price. And I try to stay out of it 2 hours beforehand. 2 hours beforehand, so we're within the window of this news event. And the reason I want to stay out of it 2 hours beforehand is because this is a published number. The government knows what this number is from yesterday. This number starts to leak out before it's announced. And those who have access to that information or that leak will start trading on it. So the price will act abnormally before the indicator picks it up. So rather than deal with that, we're just not going to trade the USD this morning. Even though we're not going to trade the USD this morning, we'll still look and see if we see a good setup. We've got a dozen different signals. When we coach you, we will develop a trade plan specifically designed to your preferences. That is when you've got availability to trade. A lot of people in the morning, or a lot of people only have an hour or an hour a day to trade. So that's going to change the strategy you use. And then we also consider what your risk preferences are. The strategy that I like during the day is something called the 10-point trade signal. I trade it off of a 1 hour chart. I want to be 30 minutes into the chart to take the trade. I am looking for anywhere on a 1 hour chart. A trade is generally going to be worth between 5 and 35 pips. And my sweet spot is 11 pips. If I can get 11 pips within 1 to 3 hours, I can do that 3 times a day, I'm doing pretty good. And basically with this strategy, I'm just trying to get all the lines from the 3 different sections to line up. And each of the 3 sections of the chart are measuring something different. And when I get all 3 sections to line up, that gives me the highest probability that the trade will do what I want. So with that, let's take a look and see what we've got available this morning. We are going to start. The chart I'm using is the Light 6 Major, which is one of the standard charts. And it's a composite chart. It's showing me 6 different currency pairs. On this first chart, they're all U.S. based. And I start with the middle section of the chart, which is what we call the majors and minors. The red and green line are the major indicators. The black and gray are the minor indicators. This horizontal red line is the oversold line. The horizontal blue line is the overbought line. When I am looking for situations where the lines, the major and minor lines, are either below the red line and pointing up or above the blue line and pointing down. So, here they touched, 4 hours ago, they touched overbought. Everybody's going down, and I want to get this run through the channel. So you can see touched overbought, started to come down, and this would have been worth, and we caught it even a little bit after the turn. It was worth 17 pips. So that's what I'm looking for. So here we're oversold and the lines are going down. I'm looking for oversold and the lines going up. Euro USD oversold, minors are going up, majors are sideways, so nothing there. Pound USD oversold, both are actually majors are going down, minors are sideways. We've got a little bit on the major indicator here, a duck bill. Here's his bill. The duck's head is upside down. Here's his head. This kind of tells me there's a little bit more down in the movement. U.S. Canadian dollar overbought, majors going up, minors going down, so we don't have agreement. USD Swiss franc, we're 2/3 of the way through the channel going down. Usually I won't consider a trade if we are past the halfway mark on the 1 hour chart, on this chart. You'll notice on the overnight trade that I send out, I do take trades. I don't necessarily consider the position of the green line, but on this one I do. U.S. yen overbought, or just reaching overbought and kind of sideways, so nothing there. I have cloned this chart and made a second chart. And actually, I've made 3 other charts that with other currency pairs. So I can just go through the pairs one by one and see if I can find that setup that I'm looking for. So Euro pound, we're in the channel. It's starting to turn. Australian dollar yen, oversold, minors still going down, or majors going down, minors sideways. Australian dollar yen, I wouldn't take this trade even if we had a signal now, because it is in the middle of the evening in both of these markets, and I'm trading on a 1 hour chart. When I'm trading on a 1 hour chart, I want at least one of the pairs to be in a market that's currently active. Euro Canadian dollar, oversold, everybody's going up, and I've got what I call the double cross. Green line is over the red, and black line, a gray line is over the black. So I've got 3 points here. 1 that we're oversold, 2 everybody's going up, and 3 I've got the double cross. Green line has good steepness to it. I like that, and it's entering the channel. I like that. So once I have the 3 points here, I'm going to jump over to the TNTs and count how many lines are supporting the buy signal I'm seeing here. Orange line is horizontal. Oh, it's starting to go up. Thick orange is kind of going up, but thin orange is going down. So only one of the oranges is telling me buy. Blue lines are inversely related. So when blue goes down, it means buy. So the thick blue is telling me buy. Dotted blue is telling me sell. So I only have two of these lines telling me buy, and one of them is going back and forth between buy and sell. So I want a minimum of 3 of the lines. I want agreement across all 3 sections, and that's going to give me the highest probability that the move is going to do what I want. So I don't have that here. So since I don't have it here, I don't need to go down to the pressure. And Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, we're beyond the halfway mark, so I'm going to pass. Pound yen, oversold, and actually the when we looked at this 10 minutes ago, this was actually kind of going up, and now you can see it's going down. So it was good that we closed that out. Euro Australian dollar overbought and going up. Overbought and going up. Now, can I get 10 pips when we're overbought and going up? Yes, I can. In fact, I think you probably would have gotten it here, where you got the turn in the in the channel. So this was 16 pips. So you could have carved out 11, 10 pips on this had you caught that turn. Now, it's just not part of my trade strategy. Sometimes when you see this turn if I see this turn on the Euro USD, I might take this trade. But since we're just going over the base of this strategy on a pair that I don't normally trade, I wouldn't take the trade. But you can get 11 pips when we're overbought. Reason I don't like to take the trade is because I don't know how much more up there is in the movement before it turns. When it's up here, it is going to turn, and I don't want to get stuck when it does. So let's go to the next group. Canadian dollar, yen. We've got disagreement. Majors coming down, minors going up. Euro New Zealand dollar, the signal is turned. We're overbought with the minors. Both are going up. Pound New Zealand dollar, it turned in the channel. Everybody going up. New Zealand dollar, yen, oversold, minors going down, majors sideways, so nothing there. New Zealand dollar, USD, everybody's going down. Oversold and everybody's going down. And Euro Swiss franc, oversold, and we've got this agreement here. Majors are coming down, minors are going up. So let's go to the next group. Australian dollar, Canadian dollar, oversold, going down. Swiss franc, yen, we're just reaching overbought, going up. Euro yen, disagreement here. Minors going up, majors sideways. Pound Australian dollar. This would have been okay to have caught it before. We're a little past the green line is a little past the halfway mark, so I'm going to pass on it. I don't mind that the miners have run through the channel, but I don't know how much more it's going to be before it gets to the other side. So again, I only need 2 to 3 good trades a day, and I'll be making some money. So I want to. You can think about it. I've got a gun. There's bad guys out there. I've only got 3 bullets. I don't want to waste my bullets. I want to make sure I get a bullet for when there's a good guy. And if I'm in a trade, that is capital that I can't use when I see another good trade. So I'd rather keep my capital available so that I can take it when I see that good trade. New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc, oversold, and we've got disagreement between the majors and minors. And Canadian dollar, Swiss franc, oversold, and oversold and going down. So we've just gone through 24 pairs and didn't see a single setup. Now, one of the nice things is we have multiple signals, so we can change up and use a different signal and see if we come up with a trade. This new signal is something called the thick orange line signal. This is a little scalp trade. Scalp trade is typically 5 or less pips, and I expect to close within the next hour. You can take this trade on a 1 hour chart or a 30-minute chart. On a 1 hour chart, it's worth 5 pips. On a 30-minute chart, it's worth 3 pips. You want to have at least one of the pairs be in daytime trading. This trade is taken when there's 5 minutes remaining in the hour, or right when the hour changes. I take it when there's 5 minutes left, but some traders like to wait till the hour changes. And what you're doing is looking for the position of the thick orange line. And let's take a look. So here's the thick orange line. It is a scaled, this line is scaled. And what I mean by scaled, when it is as high as it can go, it's at 10. And when it's as low as it can go, it's at 0. So I am looking for situations where this number is either 0 or 10 or within 1 point of either end. When it is at 0, that means it doesn't think there's any more down in the movement. If there's no down in the movement, then that's a buy opportunity. So when I see the buy opportunity, I want to confirm it by then looking at what the position of the red line on the majors is. So let's see if we see a 0 or 10 and if the trade exists. So 2 isn't close enough, 5 isn't close enough, 8 isn't close enough, 5 isn't close enough, 8 isn't close enough, 2 isn't close enough. I'm looking for a 0 or 10 or within 1. So let's go back to the next group. 2, nothing. 5, nothing. No. Nothing on this page. So let's go to the next page. You can see this is a very fast evaluation. 6 isn't close enough. 9.7, yes, almost at 10. It's within 1 of 10. Now I want to look and see where the red line is. Red line is oversold. I want this red line to be up here past the blue line. I want this to basically be oversold too, overbought too. So being oversold, this is telling me, hey, there's more up in the movement. This is telling me there's no more up in the movement. So I don't have agreement. So I'm going to pass. 0.1, that's within 0. That's within 1 of 0. So we've got this, but look where my red line is. My red line is in the middle of the channel. I want the red line down here. So I don't have it. Plus, it's evening in both of these markets. So even if I had the signal here, I wouldn't take it. This has to be, one of these has to be daytime. 5 isn't close enough. 1 isn't close enough. 0.7, yes. Line is almost at 0. It's within 1 of 0. But again, my red line's in the middle of the channel. I want my red line down here, past the horizontal red line for the oversold line. So nothing there. And let's go to our last one. 0.6 no, 4 no, 8 no, 4 no, 3 no, 0.1 yes. 0.1 yes. And look at where my red line is, way past the horizontal red line. The red line of the majors is past the horizontal red line, the oversold line. So this is the setup I'm looking for. Now, if we didn't have news coming out on the USD, I would take this trade. Now, so this is the signal that I'm looking for. But because of the news, I don't know how the news is going to skew it. But normally what happens is you can kind of think about it. When this is at zero and it's within 1 of 0, so we're counting it as 0, and the red line is past the horizontal red line. It's like pulling a rubber band. And when the clock changes, when the new candle pops up, it's like you're letting go of the rubber band, so there's a little snap. Now, sometimes that snap may take an hour, a little over an hour to materialize. And if it does take that little over an hour to materialize, we'll be in that news thing, and that news thing could, will cause the dynamics to change. So this is the setup, but we're not going to take it because we've got that news item coming up. All right, gang, I want to apologize when we get together on these live trade sessions. I'd like to have you be able to or give you a reward for having participated by showing up, by giving you a trade that you can take. And this morning we didn't get one, but one of the keys to being good at this is having the discipline to wait till you see your trade set up. I only like to trade a little bit during the day, get my couple trades and be off. So yesterday was, if you saw my trade results from yesterday, I took 5 trades, which is a little bit more than I normally do. I do have it, the indicators up and on my side screen, so I am periodically looking at them as I do other things. Again, it's one of the values of the class is that we're going to teach you the skills that you need to do this successfully and have that high accuracy rate. The reason most people don't succeed at this is because they lack consistency, and these indicators give you the ability to increase your accuracy rate so that you can get it up around 80%. I'm trading it a little bit, just a little bit below 80%. We have some traders that are up close to 90, but usually anywhere from 70 to 90 with the right risk management, you can make money at this. If you need to get a hold of me, you can do that the best way. You can try calling, but the best way is to just schedule an appointment with me. And you can schedule an appointment with me at forexsmarttrade.com/schedule, or you can give me a call at 781. This is my mobile number, 839-0896. All right, gang. So we will reconvene again Monday afternoon at 3:30 p.m. and I will be sending out an overnight trade tonight. Thanks so much for joining me, and we will see you when we do. Thanks. Bye-bye.